This section represents the application process for grant applications as we know it in November of 2023. This section is meant to help you prepare for what you will need in order to complete the application process, and also to make you aware of additional support opportunities as we move through that grant program cycle. In order to apply for a grant, you will have to have 2 years of digital tax filings, and if you are a registered business with the Minnesota Secretary of State, you will also need all of that same information in order to apply. To be more specific, you will need applicant information, the person who is responsible for the business and will be taking responsibility for a grant if approved, business information, the name of your business, the location of your business, and other pieces of information from either your tax filing or your Secretary of State registration. 3, how you plan to use grant funding if awarded. I recommend going back to the slide that outlined potential size of grants and make sure that you're able to describe how you would use the amount of funding that your organization could be eligible for. And then again, make sure that you have 2 years of digital tax filings available for submission for both federal and state. We will use this to determine what you're eligible for and also to verify that you are an active business that meets all eligibility requirements. After the application is submitted, verification processes will need to take place. We will be working with community partners within the different areas of the city that are eligible for this program to verify that businesses are active and all the information is accurate to minimize and hopefully eliminate the possibility of fraud. We're committed to making sure that this money goes to those who it's truly intended for. Depending on the volume of applications received, it could take us more or less time to process and send out information about status. That process could take up to 4 weeks, and we'll be able to tell you more clearly how long that will take once we start going through this process consistently. Also note that if there's any missing information or additional information is needed for applications, an applicant may be reached out to by NDC staff. We recognize that business owners may like support as they're working through the application process. Please note that the NDC does have technical advisors available to support individuals as they work through this process. We will be planning workshops in early 2024 to support application completion and additional sessions with this program information in both English, Hmong, Spanish, and Somali will be scheduled. We encourage you to keep connected to the website and sign up for the newsletter on the Promise Act website to make sure that you are up to date on all available resources. More specifically, we will be setting up events called community table support sessions. These sessions will be opportunities for you to sit down with a business or technical advisor and talk through questions and needs related to this application process. The sessions will be held in several areas around the city to make sure that it is as accessible as possible. And at any point, you will be able to go to the Minnesota Promise Act website in order to see what opportunities there are for support.